Good day everyone, my name is Fred Dupont. I'm employed by the Fruit Farm Group South Africa. We're a farming company focusing on the production, packing and local and export marketing of fruit. We have 6 production units across the country. 3 of those are based in the Western Cape, where we produce grapes, apples and pears. 1 farm in KwaZulu-Natal focusing on avocados, and then 2 farms in Mpumalanga also predominantly focusing on avocados. The orchards we establish are typical perennial monocrop environments which are productive for 20 to 30 years before being replanted. Land use change and soil disturbance at orchard establishment is significant, as you can see in the photos. Rotations are not considered or possible due to the perennial nature of plantings, and orchards are either replanted immediately or after a short fallow period. Trees are often planted on ridges to improve drainage and to create favorable conditions for root growth. The emphasis is very much on yield, fruit quality and due diligence to satisfy our discerning retailer and other customer base. We believe that the long-term sustainability of our farming businesses will depend on the health and fertility of our soils, the environments surrounding our farms and the communities we interact with. Our objectives are to protect, maintain and improve soil health through minimizing disturbance, covering the soil, preferably with diverse living roots, improving water infiltration and water retention, sequester and store carbon, to promote healthy plants, to produce healthy, nutritious fruit, increase biodiversity and complexity, reduce organic inputs, minimize our carbon footprint, and embrace and live our mission, which is to produce the healthiest food that nature can grow, deliver a positive impact on our environment, and inspire change across the whole food industry. We started looking for ways to test our soil health. Working through Soil Health Solutions and NEMLab in the Cape, we decided on the Haney Soil Health Test and PLFA microbial community analysis offered by Ward Laboratories in the USA. The test is an integrated approach to soil testing using both chemical and biological soil test data, and is designed to mimic or copy nature's approach to soil nutrient availability. The Soil Health Index calculation looks at the balance of soil carbon and nitrogen and their relationship to microbial activity. We sent our first samples in 2017 and 2018, and on every farm, samples were drawn from the tree row or the vine row, the work row, and from undisturbed areas. You can see in the table that the soil health index was generally low for all farms except farm number 6 in KZN. The numbers varied between 4.4 and 10. This number should ideally be above 7 and can go as high as over 50. The results provided a good benchmark from which to measure the effects of and actions to be implemented to improve soil health and track progress. Our activities since submitting samples have focused on increasing biodiversity and on protecting and regenerating our soils to try to promote the ecosystem services provided by the soil microbial communities. We are doing this by establishing diverse cover crop mixes in our work rows and by covering our bare soil on the tree row with compost or a mulch layer or both, and preferably with a living mulch made up of a diverse mixture of cover crop species. These are some photo examples of the cover cropping and mulching activities at our table grape orchards in Piketberg. Here's a short video clip of the application of wood chips as a mulch at a table grape farm in Worcester. This is a photograph of warm season cover crop biomass in the work row being harvested to use as mulch between young avocado trees in Mpumalanga. Here is a short video clip of a cool season cover crop mix being drilled directly into the rolled biomass residue of a warm season cover crop mix, established to regenerate the soil of a fallow area at our Kippersal farm in Mpumalanga. This mix was planted long after the end of summer rainy season and germinated very well, utilizing the moisture retained in the soil by the warm season mix. We plan to submit new samples to ward laboratories every 2 to 3 years to monitor progress and track our soil health index. The second sample submitted in 2020 revealed an upswing in soil health index for each farm except our KZN farm, Farm 6, where samples were mistakenly taken from a different area of the farm, not previously sampled. Whilst this is only a snapshot of the soil at a specific time and only the second data set, it is nevertheless encouraging to see this upswing. It's also extremely rewarding to see the life that returns and proliferates in these diverse environments, the improvement in soil structure, water infiltration, and water retention. This is the layout of a trial that's been designed to look for savings in fertilizer use and to get a better understanding of a soil's natural mineralization potential. 3 irrigation lines in an orchard are mulched and isolated from the rest of the block, and all fertilizing withheld. Data trees, there are 3 replicates of these, in the center row are sampled at predetermined intervals and the plant sap analyzed for total nutrient content. These results are then compared to the control data trees which receive the normal recommended fertilizer program. A leaf analysis is also conducted to support the information provided by the sap analysis to determine whether the recommended nutrient norms for the crop are met or not. Yield, fruit size, and a fruit mineral analysis will also be conducted at harvest. These are the results to date for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The fertilizer in this particular trial was withdrawn in April 2020, and the last sap analysis conducted in early July this year. As you can see, there's very little difference at this stage in the unfertilized treatment versus the fertilized control, interestingly, than with phosphorus, which is running significantly higher in the unfertilized lines than in the fertilized control. Ideally, we should also be incorporating grazing animals back onto our farms, and we are looking into this currently. Lastly, we've been working closely with David Farrell and his Blue North team to drive our company sustainability programs and targets, and to share our sustainability self-assessments, improvement planners, and key performance indicator data which is captured on their Sherpa sustainability platform with our customers. Thank you.